places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Florida Gators, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gators will kick it away to start.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will start this game off. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all, man.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass. It's Burt. Zings it complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Just need a few inches on 3rd down to move the sticks on this opening drive. Now on the option. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Florida's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying to find his man on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the 1st down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Ball is free. Bounced right back to them.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Well, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, you know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
Pulls it in. It's Etienne. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Burt. He'll take the deep shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple of weeks.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And this center downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He's got it. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Fast motion from the offense. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference. He jerks forward, and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback is snowed under. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. To the air, it's Savage. Looking to scramble. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
These third downs, man, they're critical down in distances. When you have mobile quarterbacks, it's just so great to know that, one, they can get it throwing it for your offense, but two, if it's not there, they can take off and scramble and generate big plays.
Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Western Kentucky is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These toppers have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Louisiana. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Rides to the back. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. At midfield, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the...
Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Ohio State!
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfect.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Makes the grab on the left. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And the Gators have it in scoring position on first and goal. Power football with the run. Able to get one down to the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw, it's Savage. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
Caught behind the line. It's Wilkins. And he's wrestled to the ground. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Florida 17, Ohio State 7.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes a connection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Allen. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Working the middle. It's complete. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. They're trying to get to it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Burt. Fires to the right. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Yeah, that's a good play on the ball. Getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground. Incomplete pass.
A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
They've got the screen set up. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him for the sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Gators line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you've got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Looking to throw, it's Burt. Quick strike complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. That is exactly why they call the running back the safety valve. They used it, and they used it to perfection.
Yeah, and you want to push the ball down the field. You want to make those big plays, but you see the defense. They bring the blitz. I got the running back open. Dump it to him. Let him do the rest. Let him get the first down.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. The field goal is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Florida 17, Ohio State 10.
They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Looking to move it through the air. Fires one high and deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out there inside the horseshoe.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Looking to throw at Savage. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 45. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He wants to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to buy time. Finds his tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were. Because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Going for it all. And that ball is caught in the back of the end zone. The officials are signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Already in chip
I'm in a
shot field
freaking
goal range
shootout.
at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown.
Yeah. Was Trevor on?
Fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the 1st
we can
down.
run a couple.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the 1st down.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. They get him down. Run picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here.
Oh my God.
Right there, but
Yeah, I'm about to.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up
be
their
done.
look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback.
Yeah, but I mean, by the time you probably run one, I'll be done.
So
Should
after
be.
the made field goal, they'll kick it
Quarters
away
go by
and
pretty
rely
quick.
on their defense. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there.
Like, I've never seen a computer. I'm playing a computer in my league right now. It's like I've never seen a computer like adjust, do audibles. I do an audible, the computer does another audible. It's like, holy fuck, bro. And like running some complicated ass plays. It's like this nigga has like holy fuck. I have never seen this before. They must have updated this game.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball.
Did you? Yeah, I seen that you made it, but I didn't know who's picked to win it all.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position.
Yeah, no, but I mean, you obviously got to be like.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense.
Hold on.
They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make it a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where.
Yeah, I definitely feel that you need to take risks because there's obviously going to be that one team that upsets somebody. But it's like
just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
It has to be kind of calculated, you know what I mean? Because I was like, usually when somebody loses or gets upset, there is a reason why. There's not really ever a win that is like outright deserved. You just got to look at it. Cause I remember that Mercer game. Yeah, Mercer played a hell of a game, but I think it was like Jabari Parker was like, he got hurt or something. He was, as I was saying, but he wasn't. But it was something. There was something about like somebody wasn't playing like full health or some shit. I mean, just to keep up with them, Mercer played a hell of a team.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Yeah.
To throw, it's Savage. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth the gamble with the long.
Oh yeah, it is for sure. Like you got to come with it and play off.
How aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back.
I like an offensive rebounding.
Down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
Yeah.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in
I don't think there's going to be in all 4 SEC Final Four.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder
that's what Jason put.
Going on that sideline, what sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Going with the ground game left.
Oh my God.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry up.
What is it won't let me see.
Coming out on first down with the play fake.
Hold on.
To throw that one in there. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds.
It says brackets aren't locked yet. You can view non-celebrity brackets. What? I'm the fucking person who made the delete. Who's small? Why can I not see it?
Now from inside the red zone. The quick out. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. How about this on first and goal? The give to the wide receiver. He's got it down to the 1 yard.
Yeah, I got Michigan State and Florida.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks.
Yeah, I got Michigan State and Florida in the Final Four, and then Florida beating them. And I got Florida, Illinois
on the perimeter, trying to make some big plays.
in the final.
Play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score.
Illinois coming with an upset win.
Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
No, I have Illinois playing Florida and Florida winning. But Illinois, they have a pretty, I mean, looking back at it, I don't know. Because, so Illinois has to face either Texas or Xavier. I think they're going to win. And then after that, I got Illinois, Kentucky. I got them beating Kentucky. Then I got them beating number 3 Kentucky, and then number 2 Tennessee, and then number 8 Gonzaga, and then number 2 Alabama. Like, that's, they're playing 3 top 4 seeds and winning them all. So I got to look at that again. But like I said, mine is going strictly on like offensive rebound, in the paint points, because that means that they can like get the ball back and like second chance points. That's what I was looking at, because you can adjust your criteria. Because if you go by points, of course, one team is going to have a lot more points. But it's like, how did they get those points? Did they get it on straight threes? I'd rather have a team that can rebound the fuck out of the ball than a team that can just shoot straight threes.
Executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field.
He's got it on the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They're going to run it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure.
Yeah, no, I don't either, but I just I went and listened to like the latest poll, what everybody thinks about them, and then I listened to that, and then I did my own criteria. Like I said, like the points that nobody looked at, the rebounds and all that shit, and whoever had the most rebounds, and obviously the schedule was a big thing for me as well. But I don't know if I have any major upsets. I think one of my upsets is VCU, at least getting out of the first round.
Flushed out of the pocket. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
How far do you have Duke going? Okay, yeah. What about North Carolina?
Position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3.
Yeah, I got North Carolina going to the Elite 8 as well, losing to Michigan State. How far do you have them going? Yeah, I have them to the Elite 8. I just don't think, because after we played them, like last week, they didn't have the depth. That's what fucked them.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move.
Touchdown, Florida! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Get in there, you fucking bitch.
Make his way in. The 2-point conversion fails, and we still have a 5-point game here in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Etienne. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry up. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Oh, big juke to get past. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they
You got Texas Tech going far?
down at the 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips
I didn't know
off a
UConn was
huge
back-to-back
play.
national champs.
The Buckeyes will line it up on first.
I thought they were scrubbed.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Grab behind the line. It's Webb. And he'll be run out of bounds behind.
So they won. They said they were two-time national champs back-to-back. And I'm like, what the
They're
fuck?
about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Out of bounds.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now, it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one.
Good right down the boulevard.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Savage.
Don't go out of bounds, you fucking idiot.
Sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. Not a whole lot of yards gained on that one, but using the fullback as a weapon in the pass game can pay dividends.
Yeah, oftentimes we see fullbacks just kind of stuffing their face into the fan. They're getting blocks. They're inside the tackles. This time they try to sneak him out, see if they can catch the defense slipping. It's a nice change-up play by the offense.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back
All right, 1 minute
save as
left.
much time as possible. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Trying to burn this defensive back. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Grand Canyon.
Back to throw, it's Burt. Getting some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They're going to throw it again. Using the quick game. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Everybody has to be set.
Okay.
They have to get it off. They'll throw it on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late.
The Grand Canyon might be crazy.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, they'll take to the air. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass.
That'd be crazy.
Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now the chance to
Through
take
what?
a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Man.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe,
All right,
and you
game's
know
over.
we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right,